ItsTeneca. Thank you for joining me on this yet another conscious rant. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. So we're driving in the rain again. I haven't done this in a while. Right now I'm coming over a bridge that is relatively dry. I always thought that this is the weirdest thing. I love our skyline, I have to say it. I want to give you something to really think about here. You consider your circle of friends, your closest members in your family, people that you spend the most time with, or that you, when you want to go out and have a drink, or when you want to go out dancing, and yes, some people do go dancing, when you want to go shopping, when you want to take trips, when you have big family things or career things or ambitious goal things to discuss or to celebrate. Who is your circle? Who is who? Consider how everyone shows up. You know, we know all of the faces or a lot of the faces of our friends and family. But who do they represent in your life? What are they and who are they in your life? Because it's like as I am weeding through my friends and allowing my circle to evolve, and that means that you outgrow some circles, or it means that you look up when you are finally evaluating yourself. You get to see who outgrew you, and that inspires growth. You know what I mean? When you can actually see the difference, when you let yourself actually look at it like, well, what does this mean? And or am I to take a step in this direction? Or what I want, this is, you know, you align your wants and your desires and your goals with your reality and what you're able to actually muster. You know, where are you mustering it from? Your spiritual energy, your previous experiences also. How this changed you, or how it highlighted that this needed to be changed, you know? A lot of these scenarios, these lessons, I'm just gonna let you out because I don't want to kill you. And you just go ahead and you fly away. Get. You get. And it flies away. So happy I didn't kill it. Okay. Anyway. Okay, and so this is me with no coverage on. I do still have my eyebrows and my, what do you call it? My eyeliner on my face. But I ain't got no powder or no foundation. I figured out what it was that made my skin break out. It's a conscious rant. I'll come back to what I was talking about eventually. Hopefully it's today. What was I saying? So what broke my face out, which I'm still recovering, this is, believe it or not, this is progress because it got really bad. I've been using the same soap for so many years, and I use that soap consistently because I have a child who suffered from eczema. All three of my children actually had little bouts in their, you know, throughout their childhoods with eczema. But I learned that it went back to the soaps and products. Also, hydration played a really big role in it. Then there's getting out and getting in the sun, the vitamin D that just naturally it makes our skin glow. Anyway, one of my children had eczema really, really bad. And I remember going through those trials with soaps, you know. Like, well, I like scented soaps, but not like, I mean, I used to love like Lever 2000. I love how that smells, right? It gives me dark spots. I'll have like, this is how dark my skin got with the It wasn't Victoria's Secret. It was like one of those line soaps, Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body Works, one of those like that. Like that's something that I can use maybe once every couple of weeks with like, maybe I may do like a rinse after I have cleaned my body. It can never go on the private parts. Like, no, like you don't put that down there. Those people with super black armpits, like, change up your soap and watch what happens. Start using aluminum free deodorant and watch the skin on your armpits change, and your elbows and your knees. But anyway, so I was using this Dove soap, been using it for years, a specific one of the Doves, and I ran out of that. Like, I've been struggling lately, guys. It's been a very real struggle. So some of the things that I used to consistently purchase to nourish my skin and my hair, and the fluoride-free toothpaste that helps decalcify the pineal gland. I get what I can afford right now. Or I was. My situation is changing. It's evolving slowly. But anyway, I caught myself using, it's a specific one. It's the pink Dove, whatever the pink bar is. And it smells really pretty. I actually don't love floral scents, but it did smell good. But I used that for, man, 3 or 4 months, because we had, like, my daughter purchased so much. We had like a whole a guapa bars. We had a bang of bars. Talking after I've had some fries and do stuff in my teeth. If you catch stuff in my teeth, just ignore it. I find that I'm gonna eat it. I'm playing. It really is a joke. I see myself blushing. Okay. I see myself blushing. Okay. Okay. Anyway, and so that soap, I caught it too late. So I'm washing my face just like I was with the other Dove. In the beginning, I was very careful. And I didn't have the other soap that I use specifically for my face. I didn't have that soap. So I basically got myself. I did it. But anyway, I'm coming back out of that. And so to really come out of it, I have to let my skin fully heal. So when I go to both of my jobs, the day and the evening job, this is face-to-face customer service. My skin is not healthy enough. Like, I don't feel good about how it looks right now. So there are some insecurities. Insecurity is not a foreign concept to me. I'm insecure about the things that I'm insecure about. Never in comparison to someone else or anything that anyone else had. Unless we're talking about healthy skin. Okay? Not even then, because I celebrate you for, your progress or your glory. You know what I mean? Doing good. I will ask people, what's your secret? Most of the time I know before I ask. Like, hydration, take no shit. Don't get in nothing. I use only whatever free, sulfate free, whatever, toxin free, non-GMO, stored only in a non-BPA. Well, I get it most of the time, but my situation is a little bit different right now. So I do what I do. You know, sidebar tangent. I go to work. My coworkers don't know. Less than 2 months, and I'm just like, I'm grateful that that's all, versus being married for 10 damn years, for 5 years, to be your girlfriend for 6 years, and then we burn out because of a codependent relationship. I could never. As soon as I know you don't love me, I'm not enough for you, I embarrass you. You didn't like this about me so much, and the fact that I wouldn't change it, that you forfeit, so you're physically there, but emotionally, spiritually, mentally, hornily, you dismissed yourself and went elsewhere the moment I know it. Anyway, I'm not even going to anticipate that, because my forever husband, my kingdom husband, one who actually wants to build with me, who chooses me, really chooses me. That's what I'm talking about, right? I got my eye open. I got my eyes open. All right. So then it's just me. Yeah. And I'm good with that. Anyways, I was talking about the people that I'm weeding out of my life, or I'm allowing to just naturally churn out. This is a wheel that we're all on. It's cyclical. It's a cycle. So it's going in a big old circle. This is weird. I'm seeing how this bra is fitting on me. And my weight fluctuates. It goes up and down, but apparently it's going down a little bit. So my cuffs are not fitting like there's a lot of space. I appreciate that. But anyway, the weeding people out. When I think of a person, when you think of a person, okay, you try it too. But when I think of a person, do I feel warm on the inside? Do I feel butterflies? Or do I feel heavy? Is my heart heavy? Is there some type of spiritual, emotional, or mental cringe? Like what's real? What's really popping? What do I feel? And honoring that, I'm gonna allow this cycle, this wheel, to churn this shit and to churn your ass right on out. Because if you were good for me, there would be no doubt. There would be no hesitations, no second thoughts. Do I know that you, to some of my female friends that have done it, do I know, or family members? Let's call them all. Do I know in my heart of hearts that you slept with one of my exes? That you tried to put your short, scrawny ass legs in my pants, in my shoes, in my bed? You wanted to try on my ex before he was even my ex? If I even have to think twice about that, your ass is churned out. You can't be here. There's a friend of mine. I still consider her. She is a friend to me. And I am her friend. But we became friends at the very top. Well, actually, technically, considering when it started, smack dab in the middle of a ginormous deception, where she was being used to kind of, except for the ones that know. Does it mean that they know? So everybody knows that. Okay. But I am where I am. Oh my gosh. So, okay. So for like last week, I didn't hardly go to the evening job, right? I didn't do the host job in the evening. That, and maybe like a week before that. So maybe like 2 weeks, a week and a half, 2 weeks that I really haven't been at the evening job. First of all, me doing that gave me less money. So then I only had enough money to pay my car note and not my phone bill. So my phone is off. So me recording, I can record with no service. But to upload these videos, now I'm not using my cellular service. I think I'm going to just leave it off. I don't talk to nobody. I mean, I talk to my mom and sisters and my children, and that's all. That's the only people I talk to. And there's a reason for that. So one of the things that I've been doing here, right? It's like if how do you say? When I think about the people in my life, when I was considering my circles, from coworkers, family, friends, significant others, even, like I've not been involved with anyone or had a boyfriend like in so long. Like, and the couple of attempts, like I gave one guy a chance, and that was like maybe 3 months, 2 or 3 months. And then before him, the other guy to spy, literally spy, and was expected to bring back a report to the frenemy that I looked up to and admired, just to see if I would be talking about her behind her back. And not only did I not do that, I was actually speaking very highly of the person who had nothing but negative to say about me. Not that I didn't have anything negative to say about that person, but Like, who is my audience and why? Just because I'm around you and you've been around her doesn't mean that I'm going to tell you all of her shit. Anyway, this lady, she, in her conviction, she confessed, like, hey, I know this is some bull here. And I don't feel good about it. I don't want no parts of this shit. So-and-so told me to get close to you over these next couple of weeks. And like specifically, they're waiting for a report back every day that I've been in your presence. They're waiting for me to come back and report what juicy shit that you brought up and that you talked about. And Teneca, you've done none of that. Now for me, you don't know, she doesn't know me. So she doesn't know that this is not the first time that that's happened. And that's what I'm saying. When I say I know I have favor, that I know that I am protected, that also means that if I'm protected like that, then I'm also being viewed like that. I'm under surveillance, under spiritual surveillance also. We are held accountable for our fucking actions. You will be held accountable for your actions. Do you think that you can sow that type of deception between people that the universe may mean for them to become celestial friends, or to remind them that in the beginning of this, they knew each other before they ever met in the 3D, in this timeline? You are trying to tip your crusty ass toe in that and stir that up? Or the friend who got in the ear of a boyfriend of mine and spun a whole bunch of deception and lies that he fell for, that he ate up? I used to think about that, like, why would you? I'm gonna tell you right now, if my boyfriend's homie, right, his homie or his brother or his sister or anyone supposedly like friend or family or close friend of the family comes to me and is spilling all of your shit and snitching on you, I'm gonna be like, well, first of all, my boyfriend thinks that you are his brother, friend, cousin, sister. He thinks that he's protected with your punk ass. And if he was wrong about you, both of us can't be wrong about you, right? I'm not going to suffer the same fate as him, he who trusted you. Of all people, why would I listen to you when you're supposed to have his back? Like, I'm going to show you that I have his back. And I'm going to tell him that you said something to me. There's only one time that I didn't, because I was like, man, first of all, I thought that my ex and this guy were gay. He's a health professional, and I thought that they were gay together, low key. And I was like, see, whatever you are, I just want you to be whatever you are. And you don't even have to be open about it. Like, if you are not truly heterosexual, then this is an easy one. Get away from me. Just get away from me. You know what I mean? Or if you have, wild fetish desires, you have some kinks that only a certain people or a certain breed of people or a certain species or gender of person, right, that certain people can satisfy. I'm not here to condemn you and to judge you. I mean to free you, to liberate you and free you to your desires that obviously do not have anything to do with me. And I'm okay with that. And I encourage others to release what is obviously cycling away from you. There are so many bees in this neighborhood. I see you. I see you twitching your little stinger. There is no nectar. There's nothing for you to deposit or get off of that car. Anyway, when you think of a person or a situation, this is how you can know. This is also how I'm using my anxiety. I'm using it. You don't get to just pop up and I feel something that feels like fear, that not in my stomach or in my heart, that tells me, just wait just a second, hold on. And then I'm left here, I'm rendered helpless. I'm crippled by the kryptonite of you. Like, when I think about a person, I actually made a list. I've done that several times. Because you got the first draft and the second draft. Okay, that's it. Okay, first draft picks. Okay, it exists for me, and it had to. It had to. Because when something was happening that I knew was unethical. I knew that it was wrong. I was like, I can't explain all of why it's messed up, but I can just see that it's all messed up. I can see that there's something wrong with this picture. And the fact that it's unclear, off the top, there's deception there. Off the top, because there's not a lot that I can't wrap my brain around. You might not know how intelligent I am. I know, huh? I know, and I be knowing. So I'm just sitting back like, what is really popping? My gut. Do I feel butterflies when I think about you? Am I feeling butterflies? I feel euphoric. I feel like, I swear to God, my feet are coming off the ground when I think about you. I feel it feels warm, like a warm slice of lemon cake or lemon pie. Lemon cake or sweet potato pie. That's how good my mama make hers. We didn't even want it to set. You know, you have to let it set, like you put the filling in the crust. You put the sweet potato filling in the crust, and you let it, I mean, this is after you bake it, and then you have to let it set. Yeah. He was like, not even standing. We're not even letting it get cool down enough. It's falling apart sometimes. Anyway. But or do I feel warm and toasty on the inside when I think of you? Or am I choking back tears? Now, considering how long I've been isolated in this depression/anxiety, that's a lot of alone time. Before I lost my home, before I was displaced, I spent a lot of time in my bedroom, at my desk, sorting through things, not ruminating, actually doing the work, sorting through the situations, everything that led up to before February. Because there's just waves of separation, then a huge letdown, like I'm talking iconic letdown in another state, with the job, with several personal relationships, friendships, would-be friendships. It was like, it felt very hexy, like what the f is happening? Like there's nothing in this life or any other life that I could think of that would warrant this type. I took a job that was supposed to be paying $24 an hour, that when I got there, they only wanted to give me $12 an hour. And did that. I survived in another state on $12 an hour. I went to the other state so I could pick myself up after the gentleman that I was in a relationship with. I didn't see it at the time, but I do see now. I do believe that people that he worked with was trying to sabotage our relationship. And not even our relationship. They were just trying to sabotage him. I think they were doing that at his job. And obviously it reached, my word is wretched. And that's a real word. Don't fucking play. It's a real word. But it spilled over into our relationship. Or it didn't spill into a relationship. It highlighted that I didn't have a relationship. Anyway, just at me confronting him respectfully and telling him what boss said, or the guy that was the boss of that particular section that night, and what a receptionist told me. Just telling him what they told me, that I didn't even ask for the information. That resulted in him telling me that one of us has got to go. I'm leaving. Like right after I quit my job that you asked me to quit. Right after, miraculously, somehow my car came up stolen. Towed away for supposedly an invalid tag or something like that. Like I am completely stripped down to nothing except for my children living in this house with someone. And I was like, I'm not mad or afraid. That just you're activating the autopilot for me. Now it's time for me to turn the engine back on and to pull myself back up, to position myself so that I can take care of my child without your between $60,000 and $80,000 salary, without that, without the security of the physical protection of you in my house, without the authority, the supreme authority that you had over a woman and any children, that you never fully stepped into, that you fully utilized. Because you guys, men, command respect and authority. I'm not saying that women don't also. Here's a prime example. My children, I can tell them over and over and over again, you guys get all of your things, take all of your things upstairs, get the living room straightened up. This happened whenever, this example comes back from whenever they were like 8 years old. I'm like, you guys get your things and take them upstairs and put everything where it's supposed to go. Dirty clothes and dirty clothes, toys, books. You know, we used to journal every night. Put everything where it's supposed to go and get ready for bed, right? I could have said it 2 days in a row. Like, they got most everything, but they may have left like a sock, or you left a pencil on the table, or this marker that's been on the corner of the bottom of the table on the carpet for a couple of days. I'm just trying to see who's going to pick it up. I'm looking while they're asking for things. Anyway, asking to go places, asking, can they have company? Their father comes to visit. He comes to visit. And upon entering the door, he just asked, why is that shoe right there? Not only did the damn shoe get picked up that had been there for several freaking days, all of the shit that was supposed to have already been taken upstairs, that marker that everyone acted like they couldn't see, I didn't even have to point it out. They went right to it. The male presence, they command respect. Which that's perfect in the household with me. The loving, willing, submissive. Yes, my male energy, the male side of me, it is not prominent, but it's pretty equal. I'm gonna say it's like 50 for my masculine and feminine energy, because my feminine is super high. But the fully evolved and healthy, you are balanced. So it's not necessarily 50-50. It's 100 when your masculine energy is called. It's 100 when the feminine energy is called. And the balance is being able to balance them. So, but anyway, I just saw that difference. And my last actual relationship and my marriage, so I'm headed into work. This is my evening and weekend job. I haven't been here in a while. I'm excited about it. This is actually my second day back. The tulip is my favorite flower. Tulip. Nothing lives longer than the tulip. So now I'm headed in. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to make the money. That definitely outweighs my desire to lay on anything that looks soft right now. It's gonna be a good evening because I've had a fantastic day. I anticipate that. Transition is a beautiful thing. All of the uncomfortable parts of it. But I know what's on the other side. You know you got it. Can't nobody take it from you. Don't let nobody take it from you. Whatever it is, that paper, that degree, that money, whatever you've accomplished. The pride you feel from being a good mother or father or spouse or friend. The quality and efficiency. The speed in which you do your job. Once you got it, don't let nobody take that from you. Talking that shit about you to you. It's yours. You earned it. You earned it. And may no one take what wasn't given. They didn't give it. They can't take it away. Okay. Really wish I had taken off for this eclipse on Monday. I didn't. So I have to wait till I get off of work. My day job. I'm off on the evening job tomorrow though. But yeah. Anyway. Every attempt and effort that you make to defame an innocent individual only highlights your own insecurities. Just stop. Just stop.